So with it at that milestone, why don't we check in real quick with the team over at Hawthorne, get an update on Dragon and the systems from SpaceX's Kate Tice, who's standing by. Kate?
Hey everyone, my name is Kate Tice and I'm a certification engineer here at SpaceX headquarters in Hawthorne, California. It's about 3:30 a.m. Pacific time, so most of our employees are home sleeping, but most of our Dragon operation team can be seen behind me in our Mission Control Center. The team on console is relatively small, and that's actually by design. The Dragon spacecraft is highly autonomous, which means it's essentially flying itself to the International Space Station. The primary function of the operators in our mission control room is to monitor Dragon's approach to ensure it's performing as expected. They keep a close eye on propellant levels and power on board the spacecraft to ensure Dragon has enough resources to not only arrive at station safely, but also return to Earth once its stay at the station is complete. In addition, Dragon has onboard software that monitors its performance to take automatic action to stay safe if any major anomalies occur that would prevent it from completing its approach. In fact, mission operators send only a few commands to Dragon in a nominal approach, primarily to have Dragon resume after it holds its pre-planned points close to station. Dragon automatically holds at 250 meters, 30 meters, and the capture point at 10 meters, which is what you just saw a couple moments ago. These holds serve as checkpoints to ensure Dragon looks good and to make sure SpaceX, JSC, and the astronauts on board the ISS stay coordinated. With Dragon successfully at the capture point, it will continue to fire its thrusters in order to hold position relative to the space station as the astronauts prepare to reach out and grapple or capture Dragon with the Canadarm. Just before the arm is ready to grapple Dragon, astronauts on board will send a command to Dragon to enter into free drift, where Dragon will shut down its thrusters and allow itself to be captured by the Canadarm. We're just minutes away from getting the go for capture, so with that, we'll kick it back to Dan over at JSC Mission Control in Houston.
All right, well, thank you very much, Kate, and to the team out at Hawthorne for being up so early with us this morning out on the West Coast there. Everything is looking great with Dragon, and we are at that capture point. So the next big milestone, we'll get to see Canadarm2 in motion now, as Dragon's pretty much going to stay where it is. And now it's time for that robotic arm to start moving. So as Kate just explained, they're going to do a couple of checks now, make sure all of the teams are in sync. And then the crew on board, Norishige Kanai, prime at the controls, and Scott Tingle backing him up. We'll get the go to reach out with Canadarm2. We'll see it move in to that grapple fixture on Dragon, grapple with the vehicle, get it firmly in its grasp, and then Dragon will be one step closer to being attached to the International Space Station.
Capture conditions confirmed, and the crew's ready for Dragon capture.
Excellent, that's good news. Stand by for capture.
And so now, one more time, the flight director, Rick Henfling, here in Mission Control, just doing a go, no-go poll for all of the different console positions, making sure that they are ready, all of their systems looking good, and the crew can get the go to get Dragon. He's also going to confer with the team out in Hawthorne, who are overseeing Dragon and all of its systems, getting their final go. And then it'll be time for the crew to jump into action, reach out with the Canadarm2, and grab themselves a Dragon.
Station Houston on Space to Ground 2 for Dragon capture. You have a go for capture sequence. Please perform step 4 in 1.110 Dragon capture, and please begin monitoring the backaway cue card.
And Houston Station copies. We got the cue card up in sight, and we're going to put step 4 in work and copy a go for capture sequence. Thank you.
And with that, the crew given the go to begin working the steps to capture Dragon. And now it'll be time for Kanai and Tingle to start working through the steps. They've been doing some onboard robotics training over the last week or so, and they'll be able to reach out now with the robotic arm, Canadarm2, and grapple the Dragon. So in just a couple of moments, we'll begin to see The robotic arms start to move. This process typically takes about 8 minutes or so to go from getting that go to actually capturing Dragon. So we'll continue to follow along. The station and Dragon right now flying over the southern Atlantic Ocean, about to make a cross over the southern part of the continent of Africa. But for now, we are just a few minutes away. The capture anticipated to come right around 5:40 a.m. Central Time, 6:40 a.m. Eastern. But we'll see what the exact time is. They are still about 20 minutes ahead of the planned schedule, so everything going very great so far this morning. And we are just moments away from capturing a Dragon. "255 statute miles beneath Dragon, you can see the southern part of the Atlantic beginning to end, and the southern part of Africa coming into view. The station and Dragon are about to cross right over the top of Namibia and begin to pass over the southern and central parts of Africa. Again, we are just a few minutes away from capture. Should see the arm in motion momentarily. And we are continuing to stand by. The crew was given the go to capture Dragon, so they're running through their checklist now. Pretty soon, Kanai will begin to send commands to the robotic arm. They begin moving it out. Dragon holding just about 10 meters away from station. It did arrive successfully at the capture point. And so we'll see activity pick up pretty soon. The crew will call down and we'll hear when the robotic arm is in motion, and we'll stand by for an exact capture time. And as you can see from the video here, this is actually a view right at the end of the robotic arm. The arm is in motion, so it's now going to slowly move its way out. This is actually a view from one of the latching end effectors, essentially the hand on the robotic arm, and it's going to grapple with that gray fixture right in the middle of your screen with that little tri-point fixture. And at this point, Norishige Kanai slowly driving the Canadarm2 in towards the Dragon spacecraft, using its thrusters to maintain that free drift right outside of the station. And we are just moments away from capture. Arm right now just about 4 meters away. Three meters and closing. Two meters to go. Dragon now in free drift. Less than a meter to go. Everything looking good, the arm well aligned with Dragon. Standing by for capture confirmed. And as you can see in this view, we have capture confirmed. Capture coming almost right on time, 5:40 a.m. Central Time, 6:40 a.m. Eastern. While the station was flying over the southern part of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. So with that, Dragon captured, the 14th resupply mission from SpaceX in the grasp of Canadarm2 and the crew of Expedition 55, one step closer to being attached to the station, but a very successful capture this morning. So with Dragon captured, we'll stand by for a moment, wait to hear from the crew on board. Norishige Kanai Prime at the controls today, responsible for reaching out with the robotic arm and capturing Dragon this morning. But again, Dragon captured successfully, the capsule grasped by the Canadarm2 at 5:40 a.m. Central Time, 6:40 a.m. Eastern.
Houston, station switch ground 2 for drag and capture complete. Go for post-capture reconfiguration. I don't think it gets any better than that.
Excellent job, everyone. That was really nice and smooth.
Nice job to the folks on the ground as well. Everything went very smooth from our perspective.